Alright, I've opened up my current file from before, which was the Davies furniture file, and this is what we had before. And now what we're going to do is start to color the walls and such on here. And to make this piece look realistic, we're going to come down here to this bottom next to the checkerboard, and it's called Visual Style Line. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go to Realistic. And that kind of already goes ahead and changes up what we've got going right here. With regards to that, I'm going to throw a floor on here really quick as well. So I've just made this realistic. I'm going to go back to my level 1 over here, and I'm going to go to the home button. I'm going to go to floor. And really all I'm going to do is there's a red X and a check mark. I'm going to create a line, and I'm just going to kind of make sure that I'm going from the outside corner of my houses, or of the house. And I'm going to encircle this whole darn thing. Now actually, you know what, I'm gonna yeah, I'll do this like this. So once we got the entire house encircled in, I'm gonna hit the check mark. That check mark then automatically then puts a floor in my 3D view over here. So now I've got a floor with my walls. If I go ahead and look at the view, you would see that I do have a floor on there next to my walls. Now what I want to be able to do is color these walls and floors. So what I'm going to do is go to the Modify button, and I'm going to go to Paint. It comes up to all sorts of stuff that is automatically preloaded. Some of it is good and some of it is, you know, we're going to want to change. So let's say I want this floor to be carpet. I can hit the carpet button and just come on right down here and choose my floor, and it'll make it carpet. You know, I can come down here to the wood flooring, come over and touch my floor, and it'll change it all to wood flooring. Now the issue is this: what if I don't want the entire place to be wood floor or the entire place to be carpet? Well, what I've got to actually do then is come in here. I'm going to select my floor here. I'm going to select my floor. I'm going to have to delete my floor out here, because what I got to do is make individual floors. So let's say I want to make a floor from this line so again, we're making individual floors. So there's that floor. There's one floor. I will create another floor, and again, I like to use the line button to do this. I'm going to make this all one room. Hit the check mark. I got to make two other floors. Do the line. I'm just going to make this one all one. I think you get the point. And now each one of those floors has a separate floor. So now I'm going to go back to my Modify. I'm going to go to Paint. I'm going to make my office part over here, I'll make it carpet. So I'll put this part over here as carpet, and I'll put the other part of my stuff as wood flooring. And maybe I'll make this with a different color wood just for the heck of it. So we've got 3 different floor types on there. Alright, so those are the ones that are automatically preloaded. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to find the word paint, because I want to paint my walls. So I'm going to hit paint. Now the key here though is when I go over to my wall, it only gives me one color. Well, I don't want just white paint. I want to be able to do my rooms in multi-colors. So as I click on my paint button over here, I'm going to go clear over here into my edit type. When I edit type, it comes up to this coarse posh material. I'm going to click one time here to give me this 3 dots right there. Dot, dot, dot. So now I've got paint over here. Now I'm going to right click on paint and I'm going to duplicate it and calling it, I'm going to leave it plain so it's going to be all in one spot in alphabetical order. Paint blue. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to duplicate it again. I'm going to say paint yellow. And I think you probably get the point here, but again, we'll go paint red. Alright, now that didn't automatically change those colors. I'm going to go to paint blue, and I'm going to change this color over here to blue. And then I've also got to say, hey, I want you to be a solid fill. So now I'm blue and I'm blue. Now up here in my render appearance, there's also a color up here, and it probably wouldn't hurt to actually change that to blue as well. So all three things are blue. I think nope, I just want to say it. So blue, blue, and blue. That wouldn't hurt to do at all. Then I'm going to come down here to red. Paint red. I'm going to obviously change everything to red now. Solid fill again. I'm going to change this one to red as well. So red, red, red. Apply. Then I'll go to paint yellow. Same thing. Yellow. Solid fill. And I'll change this to yellow too. Apply OK. Apply OK. Now notice that it didn't automatically come up here, so I got to actually close out of this to reload in my paint because it kind of refreshes the page now. And now when I come down here, we've got a paint blue. So if I choose paint blue, I should be able to come over here and select there's blue. Paint red, be able to come over here as well, paint red. And see if my paint yellow works. So I've got all three of my colors working. Now the only issue with this is notice that it did this entire wall red. Well, what if I don't want that entire wall to be red? I only want this part to be red and this part to be blue. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to come up here to my split element button. I'm going to come over here and just kind of left click and left click. Let's try it again here. I don't know if I did something wrong or not. Split element, and maybe I might have already done it and don't even realize I did it. Let's see if that's what I did. Sometimes you click and you don't really even realize what you've done. Modify paint. Now let's see if I can come in here and do like a paint blue. And I did. I didn't even realize I changed it. So I split the element by doing the split element command. We can get fancy as well. I come over to this wall and I can say split the element again. I can choose this wall, and then notice how it drew the line across. So it just split the two. So now I believe I should be able to come up here and maybe do like a paint yellow. And it should just do like the top part of it, I think. Yep. So I just split my element so I can do a yellow on top, a blue on the bottom, or whatever. So the split element button will allow you to do multi-colors. Now as we're still over here, we can still make things look fancy on the outside over here as well. I like to use this one right here, the stone one's kind of cool. You can touch around the outside of the house as well, and that will color those walls. So now you know how to create floors, you know how to create duplicate colors, and whatnot.